What is up, everybody? Brett Kennedy here. I'm going to be reviewing Dragon Ball Z's third movie, and that is none other than The Tree of Might. Spoiler warnings are ahead. You see, I actually thought this was the second movie because when I opened up my box set of like the first 6 movies, popped in the second disc, well, it was The Tree of Might. Come to find out, I think I'm going to blame it on my daughter on this one, my 2-year-old daughter, almost 2-year-old daughter, but I think she probably took the discs out, and I'm missing the second Dragon Ball Z movie, which is The World's Strongest. So I'll have to get back to reviewing that one at some point after I probably buy that movie or watch it on Funimation. So again, there's going to be spoiler warnings ahead. So The Tree of Might is definitely a slower burn movie than the first one. The first Dragon Ball Z movie, Dead Zone, is only like 40 minutes long. This runtime on the DVD that I had for The Tree of Might is around an hour, a little over an hour, so it's a little bit more of a slow burn than the first one that has to get right into it for such a short runtime. So this is kind of a unique concept. So there are more Saiyans alive. So Turles is the main enemy in this movie, and he's on the way to Earth. And he has a seed for a powerful tree called none other than the Tree of Might. When you plant this tree, it actually consumes whatever nutrients from the planet it's planted on, and it forms a tree with fruit on it, and that fruit is intended for the eternal dragon. However, Turles wants to eat the fruit and then become the strongest warrior in the universe. So with this being more of a slow burn, there's some more down-to-earth moments at the very beginning with Chi-Chi, Gohan, and Goku. And let me tell you, I kind of forgot again how annoying Chi-Chi is. Maybe she's just being a good mother, I'm not really sure. But I find her character very, very annoying in my opinion. It is also cool, in this story, you actually see some of the more side characters that you don't see as much kind of later on in Dragon Ball Z, like Oolong and Puar. They make a decent sized presence at the beginning of this movie. Also, again, I know these movies aren't technically canon, but I'm just trying to place this movie in the timeline of where it would be, because Goku's actually communicating with King Kai. So if he's communicating with King Kai, well, then he would already have trained with him, and when he comes back on Snake Way, he immediately encounters, once he gets back to Earth, Nappa and Vegeta, and then so it would have to be after the Saiyan saga this would have to take place, so possibly before they take off to Namek, but yet after the Saiyan saga, if you were to say this is canon. It's just an interesting thought. I'm not really sure again. Other side notes as well, I almost forgot about Yamcha and Bulma being a thing. Again, they were kind of off and on, I believe, during the original Dragon Ball series, and then they still kind of had feelings for each other at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, and this movie definitely portrays them having feelings yet for each other. I remember watching this movie as a kid though. I remember about to go to a 4-H meeting and then watching this movie on a Sunday afternoon before going to that 4-H meeting. But I'll say this is one of the scenes I do remember as a kid, is when Gohan transforms into a Great Ape, and this scene is epic in my opinion. Great Ape to me is actually kind of scary, especially if I were a kid. Again, yeah, this is kind of a scary scene, to be honest with you. I'm not sure if I would consider this a plot hole, or maybe it was just mistranslated. I don't really know, I guess. But Turles mentions that there's only one piece of fruit left. In my opinion, there is clearly way more pieces of fruit left. And with those more pieces of fruit left, Goku should have just grabbed one and eaten one himself. It would have saved him a heck of a lot of time and effort just to eat that fruit and become more powerful. But maybe that's not a plot hole, because maybe Goku knowingly chose not to eat the fruit to get the advantage, because he wanted to defeat Turles with his own power. Just a thought. One thing I really do like about this movie though is that Krillin and Tien and Yamcha and then Chaozu and even Piccolo are noticeably weaker than Goku. I really like that, and that's where I do not like Dragon Ball Super. I've harped on that before. They try to blur too many powers together, like when Krillin is training against Goku and he's like not completely being dismantled by Super Saiyan Blue. Again, I know Goku is holding back, but a flick of the finger would have killed Krillin with a true Super Saiyan Blue power. And I like when they fight Turles, it's obvious that Turles is way stronger than the side characters. And I do, Piccolo's entrance is completely BA. It is awesome. But then he just gets wrecked twice, actually, in this movie by Turles in like 2 seconds.
What are you supposed to be?
Yeah! Mr. Piccolo!
I'm everything you fear. Stop it, you're scaring me. Let the boy go!
Just a lingering question. Whatever happened to Turles' henchmen? I'm not really sure. They showed them being defeated, but are they all dead? It's not like the planet's destroyed or anything, so they just like become part of Earth and just hang out on Earth afterwards? I'm not really sure. Maybe that's a plot hole. I don't know, I guess. I would say the things I really like about this movie, it's a little bit longer runtime, so you get a little bit more action. The Great Ape from Gohan is awesome. The way Piccolo shows up is awesome. You get to see Goku and Kaioken. Some of the things that I don't like about this movie, Turles' design is okay, but it's obviously a very rip-off of Goku. It's Goku's exact same hair, his exact same structure, with just a darker skin tone. So maybe they could have been a little bit more imaginative with Turles' design, I guess. And then Turles doesn't actually, this is a slower build, so the fight against Turles does not actually last that long. So if anything, I would like to see more of him. That would have been one of the only things I would have to complain about. Going into this movie, I was actually expecting to probably give it a rating below Dead Zone. But after rewatching this, I'm surprised how much I actually like this movie again. I'm going to give it 5 out of 7 Dragon Balls. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you can, please throw a giant Kamehameha at that like button. And if you would and you like this kind of content, we would be very thankful if you would subscribe to this YouTube channel. God bless.